Hello students, welcome back to Fun Scholar e-learning series. This is Rikta and hope you remember that in previous tutorial we have learned about battery and today's topic is capacitor. Now what is a capacitor? A capacitor is an electrical element which has the capacity to store electrical energy. In previous tutorial I have told you that a battery can store electrical energy. Then what is the difference between a battery and a capacitor? The main difference between a capacitor and a battery is, in case of a battery, we are actually transforming the chemical energy within it into electrical energy. But in case of a capacitor, first an electric field is created within it and from there we have that electrical energy. Along with it, there are some other differences. The charging and discharging of a capacitor is much faster than a battery. But for the same area, a battery can hold more charge than a capacitor. A capacitor actually consists of two conducting plates separated by a dielectric material. A dielectric material is an insulator which opposes the flow of current. When the capacitor is not connected to any voltage source, the two plates of the capacitors are in neutral position. That is, they have equal number of electrons and protons. Now suppose the two conducting plates of the capacitor are A and B, and we have connected the capacitor with a voltage source or a battery. Now as in the picture, the negative terminal of the battery is connected to plate B of the capacitor. As we know that the negative terminal of the battery has excess number of electrons, so they will start flowing through the conducting path and reach plate B. But it cannot travel from B to A as there is a dielectric medium between the two plates which don't allow the flow of current or electron. So the electron starts accumulating in plate B. Thus plate B have excess number of electrons and became negatively charged. The same way plate A become positively charged. That means there is a potential difference developed between plate A and plate B. Because of this potential difference, an electric field is developed within the capacitor. This electric field helps the capacitor to store electrical energy. Now when we disconnect the capacitor from the voltage source and connect it with a bulb, then the stored electrical energy within the capacitor will provide the required power to the bulb to glow. The capacity of a capacitor to store the electrical charge is called the capacitance. The unit of capacitance is farad. In general, we use the smaller units like millifarad, microfarad, picofarad, etc. The capacitor having lower value of capacitance can store less energy than capacitors having higher value of capacitance.
The capacitance of a capacitor can be measured by this simple equation C is equals to Q by V, where C is the capacitance of the capacitor, Q is the charge stored within the capacitor, and V is the voltage across the capacitor.
Every capacitor have a specific value of capacitance which signifies the maximum energy that the capacitor can store. Along with it, every capacitor has a voltage rating which signifies the maximum voltage that can be applied across the capacitor. The voltage applied across a capacitor should always be less than this voltage rating. Otherwise, there will be dielectric breakdown of the capacitor.
That is all for today. Hope you got a basic idea of capacitor after watching this tutorial. In the next tutorial, we are going to discuss about breadboard and its connection. Till then, keep learning, be safe, and keep watching Fun Scholar e-learning series.